Hello, welcome to my video. I'm Bang. I'm a senior character artist at Frontier Developments. I've been working at Frontier for about 4 years now. I started here as a junior and moved my way up the company. And today I'm here to talk about some of the key skills hiring managers look for when hiring a graduate character artist. I've written up some bullet points here just to kind of detail out the key things that we look for when we're hiring graduates here. I'm not part of the hiring process myself, but since I joined here as a junior, they asked me to talk about some of the troubles I went through when I applied and just some good things to look out for when you start. I guess the key thing a character artist needs is observational skills, and you need to be able to show this to employers. You need to be able to read a concept, try and make your 3D model as faithful to the concept as possible. Try and figure out what is appealing about the concept and be able to show that in your model. It's also great to show some initiative and sculpt parts the concept don't cover, like the back of the model. Oftentimes the concept will just be the front, and maybe a pouch isn't quite as detailed, so you can go the extra mile in those areas and show that you can design yourself. It's not necessarily required, but it's a nice touch. Secondary to that is modeling and technical skill. This is extremely important because this is what you're going to be doing all day. So can you model well? Can you make appealing characters? Can you do the whole pipeline, high poly, low poly, UVs, baking, texturing, exporting to a game engine? You need to know all of the key softwares: ZBrush, Maya, Substance, Photoshop. You don't need these ones specifically. Maybe the equivalent, like Quixel's a good alternative to Substance, especially since these cost quite a bit of money. You can usually get student licenses, but if you could find a free version that can do the same job, then by all means, as long as you can create the work, we're happy to teach you more software if needs be. I guess regarding modeling and technical skill, you've got to ask yourself when you finish, could you see this character in a AAA setting? Could you see this walking around one of your favorite games, like Call of Duty, Overwatch, Team Fortress 2, any of these games? It needs to have that appeal and that crunch that will make audiences love your characters. Yeah. Game engine experience. I guess this is continuing on from technical skill. Have you actually put your characters in a real-time setting? Since these guys are going to be moving around and they're going to need to be in an environment full of other characters and stuff. It needs to be able to perform well. It needs to be optimized. It needs to have reasonable texture sizes. All these things need to be considered when you put a character in. So if you can show us in your portfolio that you've made the character fully, it's gone into a real-time setting, whether that's Unreal Engine, Marmoset. If you can show that to us, then it shows you made full consideration, you know how to do it. We can confidently, slot you right into the team, and you'll be able to hold your own. Of course, we're here to help you. If you're graduating, you just come in. We don't expect you to know everything. We're a team at the end of the day, and we all want to help each other out. So just as long as you've got the basics down, you showed that you can confidently do the pipeline. That's all we ask for, basically. Regarding your portfolio, this is extremely important because we need to be able to see all this lovely work you've done. You need to have, ideally, some variety in your portfolio. You can succeed on 1 or 2 characters if they're really, really great, but what we'd love to see is a variety of styles and subject matters. So like maybe an animal character, a human character, something realistic, something stylized. We want to see that you can do all these fairly confidently and well. Ideally, realistic is preferred since realism is quite a staple in a lot of AAA games nowadays. But yeah, if you can do stylized as well, then that would be fantastic. Yeah, basically in your portfolio, make sure that you've got a detailed breakdown of the character. So show your textures, show your UVs, show your topology to make sure it can animate well. Make sure that you can actually show that it's in a real-time setting. So whether that's Marmoset does like a viewer mode that you can actually see the model in, which is really nice for us to see all the work you put in. Any videos as well would be great, like turnarounds of the model in Unreal or something like that. Yeah, those are very good ways to show us your models. One of the most important things about your portfolio is to not show old work that isn't your best. You want to step forward on your best foot, show your very best work, because unfortunately you are judged by your worst piece of work in your portfolio. If you've got something from, say, your first year versus your third year, employers are going to look at your first year stuff and go, why is there this inconsistency in quality? Unless your first year work is amazing and the same as your third year work, in which case, good job. But you want to have that consistency of quality in your portfolio that employers won't be taken aback as to why you think that this piece can stand up with this piece to represent your work. You just want to show your absolute best quality that you can do. And although, yes, that's time spent, the time spent making that first year work, it isn't useless. It's there to teach you. So if you don't show it, isn't necessarily wasted work. Yeah, it's just go and post your best stuff, even if it's only like 2 or 3 things. Those 2 or 3 things can stand on their own if they're good enough. You'll be more successful with just a few good things as opposed to a lot of work that has a variety of quality. Next one, variety. This basically feeds into the portfolio part. Yeah, have you done a variety of styles? Frontier in particular has a lot of variety of styles. Animal, the Planet Zoo, that's a kind of stylized one. Elite's more of a realistic one. Yeah, we've got a variety of styles. So ideally, character artists will want to be just slotted into this project or another project and be able to adapt to that style very well. As I said, realistic is ideal because it's one of the hardest forms to do in terms of technical ability. So if you've got the technical skill, then stylized, we can help you with the observational skills, like reading a concept and what have you. It's much harder to teach the technical skills. Lastly, communication, very, very important. You are going to be spending a lot of time interacting with co-workers, so you're going to want to have good communication skills. Basically, just be friendly, take on criticism and feedback well, to not get attached to your work. If we're giving you feedback on your work, this also accounts for outside of work. If people are looking at your portfolio and giving you feedback, it's not a reflection on you as a person. It's literally just to make the work better. That's all we want to do. Yeah, we just want to make the game the best it can be and the art the best it can be. So yeah, when we give feedback and stuff, just be sure to take it as constructive criticism and not just criticism. But yeah, basically for communication, it's just be nice. You don't have to be like overconfident or it's okay if you're shy. We don't exclude people who don't feel like they should be super social. Just yeah, just as long as you're nice and you're there to be part of the team, that's all you really need to have. So yeah, that's the end of the presentation. I hope it helped somewhat, and thank you very much. I'll see you around.